Welcome back to the FlipNerd.com REI Classroom, where experts from across the real estate investing industry teach you quick lessons to take your business to the next level. And now, let's meet today's expert host.
Hi, how are you guys doing today? My name is Robert Syfert with USA Portfolio Real Estate Incorporated, and I'm here for the REI Classroom to host the topic of finding great tenants and maintaining them long term.
If you're an active real estate investor already doing deals and looking to double or triple your business, you should consider joining the Investor Fuel Real Estate Investor Mastermind. We're a small group of investors that share our best practices, tips, and tricks with one another in an effort to all win. We limit our membership to only 1 to 2 members per market, so everyone shares their knowledge, tips, and tricks openly and honestly. Our members include some buying 1 to 2 houses a month, up to some of the most respected investors and leaders in the real estate investing industry, some of which have personally done over 1,000 deals. If you'd like to be considered for our invitation-only world-class mastermind, please visit investorfuel.com to request your personal invitation. Our next meeting is coming up quickly. Go to investorfuel.com now to learn more.
So what I want to talk about in that is, how do you go about doing that? There are a lot of people that just place tenants simply by saying, well, the person wanted to fill out an application, so let's move them into our property. What the problem there is that you've done nothing to qualify who they are, you've done nothing to verify their income, and therefore you don't know if they're even a good tenant to move into your property, and more importantly, in that unprofessional setting that you've just presented with them, you don't know if that's somebody that's going to want to stay there long term anyways. So some of the things that we like to do within our organization is, 1, thoroughly qualifying. It starts with having a professional setting right off the bat. So what I mean by that is, don't meet them at a Starbucks to sign a lease. Don't sign it on the hood of your car in front of the house, right? You got to start with a professional atmosphere. When someone contacts us about one of our properties, the first thing that we do is send them through an application process where they do need to pay a fee. One big thing here, I don't care how small or big the fee is, but you need to charge something within your application, because if someone can't pay something as simple as a $25 fee just to apply for a property, it's probably not someone that you want in your property, and more importantly, they have no long-term interest. So charge an application fee would be number 1 in that process, right? Once they filled out the application, then you want to thoroughly evaluate that, run their credit reports, run their background check. It's a very simple thing to do. If you can't do it, find a professional company that you can pay to at least do that part for you, because you need to know it's not really important, in my perspective, as much about their credit score. It's more about what's on that credit report. Have they been recently evicted from somewhere? There again, probably a reason not to move them into your house, right? Have they paid on time? And more importantly, in there, even if they have a bad credit score, do they at least have their car payments on time and no utility collections? Why is that important? The reason that's important is, at least in our case, most of our tenants pay all of the utilities, and those are household expenses. So if they're not even paying minimal household expenses like their electric bill or their DTE or their cable and stuff like that, how likely do you believe they are to continue to pay rent? So that's a pretty important one. So that's what we look for mostly on the credit report. Beyond that, you want to go and verify their income. So if you have somebody that comes in and says, hey, I make $5,000 a month, but I'm self-employed, can I move into your house? There's a lot of landlords that would say, well, yeah, that's great. But how did you verify that? Did you ask for bank statements to prove they actually get those deposits? Did you ask for IRS tax returns to see that they actually file that and that they make that income? And if they're not self-employed, do you at least get a paycheck stub and verify that they still work for the company? These are all important factors, and I think the things that a lot of people do in landlord business is skip that because they're eager to get someone into their property. Stave off of your eagerness. You can place a qualified tenant within a few weeks, generally speaking, and pass up on the ones that don't qualify. And by going through these few extra steps and maybe passing up someone that sounds okay to getting someone that's great is what's going to put them in long term. The rest of keeping a long-term tenant is how you treat them once they're in their home. If they make a call for a maintenance issue, go out there and solve it right away, or at least notify them within 24 hours that you're aware of the issue and you're going to get someone out there to take care of it. These are important things. The more you wait, the more they don't want to be a part of your property. The other thing is presentation when they first go there. Make sure you've adequately rehabbed it and it's not just something you slap the coat of white paint on, right? Make sure it's a very clean, pristine home because you're encouraging the likelihood that you're going to have a long-term tenant. And then even when they have problems, simply when you send them a 7-day notice or whatever your notice is in your state for law for eviction filings, Maybe you'd also want to send out a thing like a text message or a letter along with that to ask if there's any problems or anything that you can do to help to keep them on track. Show that you care about the tenant and not that you're just looking for the money. If you go that little extra mile, the little extra thing here and the little extra thing there, it's going to go a long way in keeping your tenants a long term, because there's not a lot of landlords that do that. And if you make that difference, you'll tend to keep tenants for years. So hopefully that helps today. I'll see you guys on the next classroom. Have a great day.
If you're an active real estate investor already doing deals and looking to double or triple your business, you should consider joining the Investor Fuel Real Estate Investor Mastermind. We're a small group of investors that share our best practices, tips, and tricks with one another in an effort to all win. Real estate investing can be a lonely business for successful real estate investors, but it doesn't have to be. Investor Fuel members meet 4 times a year, but we talk to each other 365 days a year, and we focus on improving the profitability of our businesses, improving the quality of our lives. That's why we do this, right? And making an impact on those around us so we can truly leave a legacy. We limit our membership to only 1 to 2 members per market, so everyone shares their knowledge, tips, and tricks openly and honestly. Our members include some buying 1 to 2 houses a month, up to some of the most respected investors and leaders in the real estate investing industry, some of which have personally done over 1,000 deals. If you'd like to be considered for our invitation-only world-class mastermind, please visit investorfuel.com to request your personal invitation. Our next meeting is coming up quickly. Go to investorfuel.com now to learn more. Please note, the views and opinions expressed by the individuals in this program do not necessarily reflect those of flipnerd.com or any of its partners, advertisers, or affiliates. Please consult professionals before making any investment or tax decisions, as real estate investing can be risky. Are you a member yet of flipnerd.com, the hottest real estate investing social community online? If not, you can join for free in less than 30 seconds and get access to hundreds of off-market deals, vendors in your market to help you in your business. And you can start networking with thousands of other investors just like you. Get your free account now at flipnerd.com. Please check out the Flipnerd family of real estate investing shows, where you can access hundreds of expert interviews, quick tips, and lessons from leaders across the real estate investing industry. They're available at flipnerd.com/shows, or simply search for Flipnerd in the iTunes store.